So I'm here with Sonny Flemmings, and Sonny's a longtime client of mine. And years ago, Sonny had a case. It was kind of interesting. Would you agree?
I agree, yes.
Okay. And Sonny was working as a federal security officer in a federal government building, and the cleaning crew had a very unusual way of ensuring safety of the people in the building. So what they did was they cleaned the floor in the elevator, which was marble, an incredibly slippery surface, and they put up, a warning sign in the elevator, and how that occurred is very interesting. Anyway, so Sonny comes, onto duty, and Sonny loves his job.
Absolutely.
And had been a police officer for many years, and then became a federal police officer. And then, so he gets onto the elevator, is then coming off the elevator, takes like one step, flies up in the air, and literally lands on his neck and back, and significantly hurts himself. So their defense in the case was, hey, there was a sign in the elevator, warning you of a slippery floor, right?
Yeah, that was said, however.
I'm getting to it.
Right.
So I'm investigating the case, and Sonny gives me the names of potential witnesses. I contact them, and one of the guys says, yeah, there was a sign in the elevator. He says, I remember it distinctly. He goes, because as I'm on, in the elevator, he was another security, police officer. He says, as I'm in the elevator attending to Sonny, I noticed one of the guys, one of the cleaning crew, like coming behind me as we're crowded in this elevator trying to help this guy, and I was wondering in my mind, like, what's going on? And then he says, and so the guy, I thought, oh, he's here to help. They feel bad, and then he sees the guy who's sort of walking, crouching behind him, place a sign that says caution, wet floor, and then he leaves the elevator. So anyway, so that's what happened. After we found this witness, for once the insurance company did the right thing and took care of Sonny. So anyway, so Sonny, people want to know, I think, how I handled the case, what you thought.
Well, first of all, let me say this. I had made a decision at this point, I just did not like the way things were going on the job, behind my fall. I said someone has to take responsibility for what has happened.
Were they doing that? The cleaning company?
Oh no! They were. It was quite obvious to me that they were covering themselves.
Right.
There were signs everywhere after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. But the point is that after talking with my wife, I decided that I needed to find an attorney. I went through the yellow pages and I circled what looked to be real good, at least 10 attorneys. And I called them all one by one. And immediately, nope, we can't do it. We can't do it. And when I got to Dave's, to be honest, I thought he would say the same thing. But this guy was high energy on the phone. And I'm like, oh, uh-oh. However, that energy was the same energy that I felt each and every time we got together. And I really appreciate that, Dave.
My pleasure.
I felt when I got off that phone, not only did you tell me you would handle this case, you told me not to worry. I don't need to look any further. You started talking about the case, and I had not really gotten into it. I mean, obviously you had experience with this. And when I got off the phone, I was convinced 100% that I had the right person on the phone. And I thank God that I kept going. And I said, that not only that, when I got off the phone, when I say higher energy, he was upbeat. Right from that moment, from the moment we talked. And it kept going. Once it flowed into me. Once I hung up, when I say I felt pretty good, I felt thoroughly absolute that we would we would be victorious. I love Dave's. He has a sense of humor. He's serious. You know when he's serious. As a law enforcement officer, I've dealt with many attorneys over the years. Actually, since I was 19 years old, as a police cadet, I've come in contact with a lot of them, and they're good guys and women. However, I like Dave. Not only is he sharp, he kept me appraised of what's going on. When you call him, he gets back to you. If he's not there, he gets back to you. I just appreciate everything, Dave. You were fantastic to my wife, my family, and you fought hard for me, man, and I appreciated that. I didn't have to do anything. Those names that I got, that was one thing, but throughout your investigation, you were able to get other names. You were able to get things out. You told me things that went on that I had no knowledge of. For example, that there. I was hurt, man. I was down there hurt. I knew nothing of that.
Right.
And, a lot of people don't want to get involved today. And especially another officer who works for the government, it's so easy for he or she to say, I'm not getting involved in that because I may lose my job.
Right.
Again, I had no knowledge of this person trying to get behind the officer who was attending to me. But this officer, you convinced him that this was important. You convinced him that this needed to be done. You convinced him to be honest and tell you what was going on. And it wasn't just about me. This is for everyone that comes in and out of that building, including the cleaning personnel. I really appreciate you, Dave. I really do. The many times I've come here, man, I suffered, but you always made me feel comfortable, and I mean that in all honesty. Whether it's on the phone or in person, I really appreciate you. I really do, man. Thank you very much.
I think I'm gonna cry.
Well, I only say it because it's true. I really, I felt it and I feel it. I continue to feel that.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Well, thanks. There you have it.